What's up, YouTube? Stack44 coming in with another video. 5 things men lose in divorce. Before I get started, I want to give a shout out to all my new subscribers, all my regular subscribers, and if you're new to my channel, go ahead, hit that subscription button in the corner of your screen. Hit that notification bell as well. You get all my videos sent straight to your phone or your device as soon as I put one up on YouTube. But let's get right into this video. 5 things a man loses in divorce. Yes, I said lose in divorce. I was married for 8 years. I understand the divorce proceedings or what happens when you're a divorcee. Also, I always talk about self improvement, dating advice, trying to, better the woman, better the man, and put things together. But at some point, when a man and a woman pair bond, sometimes it might run its course and then a divorce happens. A lot of times when a divorce happens, and if you're a man and you have a family, a home, you have a lot to lose. So I came up with 5 things that I feel like men lose in a divorce when they're in a full marriage with kids and everything, and assets. The first thing a man will lose is his house, because the woman is is most of the caregiver for the for the children. So they're basically going to give her the house because she got to have shelter. Her and the children has to have shelter. Now, holding on to the house is a different thing. Now, on my last live stream, my boy Big Rich called in and was pretty much talking about this topic. And that live stream was why men are scared to commit to women. Go check that out. But basically, he was saying when he got divorced, he had to pay 5 years of the mortgage and he wasn't even living in the house. So a lot of times, men will lose the home and still have to pay, for the house. So the first thing you will lose is your house. The second thing you will lose is you'll have to pay the alimony and the child support. So you're gonna lose a lot of money in a divorce because not only you'll be help her pay for the house with the alimony, you'll be paying the child support as well. So at that state, then you lose your time as well. Then you have to, work 2 jobs sometimes. All right, that's number 2. Number 3, your last name. Now, a lot of times a regular everyday guy would not keep, the lady won't keep the last name, but she does has the option to keep the last name. So what you really will see, especially in mainstream media, is like Shaquille O'Neal ex-wife. She kept the last name, so everybody know her as Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife for the status. But I think on paper she got back her last name, but you see her on Basketball Wives, she say Shani O'Neal. So most of the time, a lot of women, you lose your last name and you have no control of it if you was married to it. And a lot of women do keep the last name because their kids may have the last name, so they don't want to. They want to hold on to it, especially if it's celebrity or status. So that's something to look out for. That's my number 3. Number 4, you lose time with your children. You going from an everyday dad to a weekend dad. That's tough to handle, especially when you really love your child, you're connected, and then sometimes you can get 50-50 joint custody, but majority of the time the women get the sole custody, and you be the weekend dad, and at the same time she becomes the boss, she becomes the manager of when can you see your kids and everything, and you have to pay, you paying her, so you paying her and you don't have a control to see when you see your kids. So it's kind of like really messed up in the long run. But that's the truth. That's the way divorce works. You basically see your kids on a weekend, and then you see every other week. So if you're a provider, protector, go out there and provide, protect, and focus on what you can control. So you can't control that though. All right, number 5, peace of mind. Now, this you will lose your peace of mind in divorce most of the time because um with the job, like, well, really it was peace of mind on your job. So like, say if your job know you got divorced, then they're gonna ask you to do extra strenuous things or shit test you because they know you need your job. A lot of times when people find out your business, and it don't even have to be a divorce, you can go out at a job and you can go buy a $50,000 SUV, pull up in the parking lot, and then the boss will start shaking his head like, all right, I'm gonna shit test him because he got to pay for pay for this whip he just bought. So a lot of times when people see that you're going through something, especially when it's part of your livelihood, like a divorce, or you buy a home, or you got a car, you got things to lose at work. A lot of times people at work will fuck with you just because they know they can, and it'll take away your peace of mind. So remember, it's sad that we live in this day and age that it's hard for you to spread your business, but watch what type of character a person has when you spread them the bad news that you got divorced at work. Because if they don't like you, they're gonna put you through a gauntlet because they know you're gonna need your job to help stay out of jail and pay for everything you gotta pay for. But that was my video. 5 things that takes away a man in divorce. To go over them one more time, the first thing a man would do if he's in a full family, full relationship, he would lose his house first. The second thing is he will have to pay the alimony, the child support. The third thing is his last name could be status. If you're in sports or a high statured guy, a lot of women keep the last name just so they can say that it was ex-wife, and it helps them with the status, and it helps them with the girl say, oh, she got that dude, she got his ass. All right, and number 4, you lose time with your children. You only go from an everyday dad to a weekend dad. And number 5, you can lose peace of mind on your job because people will start shit testing you because they know that you got to pay for this alimony, they got to pay for this child support, or anything in that nature. So that was my 5 when a man loses in a divorce. At the end of the day, it's just an awareness video to let you guys know. Be aware of what your pros and cons in life. You gotta look. You gotta look at the bad before you see the good, because at the end of the day, you gotta trust the person that you with, that they don't have these malicious intentions on both sides. But a man do lose more than a woman in divorce, and that's all I have to say about that. So I want you guys to stack attack your life, stack up your life, and I'll holler at you guys on the next video. Peace.